Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet of Butterstone in Perthshire in Scotland for another wee half hour, a few songs and a wee story or two. And it's nice to see you, have you all here in the old schoolhouse. The weather's starting to warm up now out there, you know. I've had a bit of a disaster with my garden so far, but things are starting to grow. It's been a very cold May, actually, here in Perthshire. And those of you will know that I'm trying to grow a little 2-metre plot of flax, flax is what they used for making linen in former times. And of course, the first lot of flax, pigeons got it. So then I sowed some more seeds, and then the pigeons got them again. So I now have a net over my flax. So I'll keep you informed if there's any flax happens there at all. And I told you last week that I did a wee bit of a manipulation on my bees to stop them from swarming, and they're still angry. So there's something not right. So I'm going to have a wee look tomorrow. But anyway, things are pretty stressful here in Butterstone with nature at the moment. And I thought I would start with this wee song. It's a bit of a strange song of mine, could you please welcome to the stage the wonderful Tatty Faces, who will be accompanying me again with their usual virtuosity. Let me find out where we've landed. Somehow this doesn't seem so right. We could be lost, we could be stranded in the darkness of the night. I don't see the broad horizon, don't feel the warmth of the sun, which makes it all the more surprising when you think on where we've come. Sailed the seventh sea to touch the distant shore. The truths we have to tell have all been told before. Let me fix that broken anchor, that worn rope was sure to fail, and I didn't get the chance to thank her before we all set sail. Will we reach that final promise? Will all our hopes and dreams remain? Now that the storm is up and on us, will we ever meet again? We sailed the seven shore. The truths we have to tell have all been told before. Mr. Timeface. Sometimes it's hard to find the reason. Sometimes it's hard to feel the joy. As with every passing season, we watch the girl and boy. And to be strong is to be grateful, and to be great is oft times small. But in the place that's fear and hateful, oh, it's love that leads us all. We sailed the seventh sea to touch the distant shore. But the truths we have to tell have all been told before. Thank you very much, and that's my strange wee song, Seventh Sea, and that was requested. I've got my wee request sheet here. Please send me in your requests, because it's nice for me, and it makes me easy. It makes it easier for me to choose the songs to do. To be honest with you. That was for Mike and Sally Andrews, who are in Rome tonight. What a wonderful part of the world, Rome. I spent a couple of nights in Rome a few years ago, and it was just a couple of days, actually, 2 or 3 days, actually. Anyway, it's their wedding anniversary, so happy wedding anniversary, Mike and Sally. And we have a great time in Rome. It's a fascinating city. I just found it an incredible place. And I'm going to do this wee song now, which I haven't done for a while. And I'll tell you the story. Those of you who watch these wee shows regularly, will know the story behind this song. But in case there's somebody who's not watched it, it's a song that I wrote after visiting Fotheringay Castle down in England. And that's where Mary Queen of Scots was imprisoned, and where she was eventually, where her head was eventually cut off. She was eventually. And it's a very spooky kind of place. And this was requested by Guy Hernandez in Toronto. Hi, Guy, in Toronto. That's a lovely part of the world as well. Also for Carrie Welsh in San Francisco. Spent a bit of time in San Francisco over the years as well. And so I wrote this wee song because it's a very strange place. It's called Fotheringay Castle. And most people don't realize that that's where the beheading happened, and where they had this kind of fake trial for her. And normally it would have been done in the Tower of London. That's where they normally do their beheadings and have their trials. But this was in Fotheringay. It's about 100 miles up north of London, in a place called just near Stamford. And it's a strange place because there's no signs or anything to tell you where it is. It's in this kind of farmyard, and there's very little left of it, just a little bit of stone. But you can see where the big flat area up at the top, where the Great Hall would have stood, and where they had the kind of fake trial, or the sham trial, and where they actually did the beheading. And then where Mary Queen of Scots, her body was kept there for about a year, I believe, in a lead coffin, because they were worried in case people would get sort of little bits of her to become parts of relics and stuff and that. I mean, she was eventually buried in Peterhead, in Peterborough, but in Peterhead. No, she wasn't buried in Peterhead. That's up in the north of Scotland. Anyway, it was a very spooky place. You could feel that there's something bad had happened there. And she was only a young girl. She would be in her 20s, I think, you know, and I was wondering why a young girl like that would be so provide such a why they would feel they had to kind of kill her. But the truth is, it was all the kind of power-crazed men that were behind the scenes that were kind of manipulating and pulling all the strings. So I'll now this song's got a wee bit of a fiddly guitar bit in it, and I wrote this song a number of years ago, and I wish I'd known then that I would still be singing it when I was in the 70s, because I would have made the guitar parts a little bit easier for my older fingers. But anyway, it's kind of spooky, so are you feeling scared yet? Let's go back in. Something happened here in this cold, deserted place, where mighty walls have vanished, leaving not a trace. Something's not quite right, where ravens cast a guilty eye, and hidden reason still continues to deny. Oh, but Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. We give our might to men, who then take it as their own, and in our name destroy with every thrown stone. We stand as simple fools, we watch them break it down. Stolen voice lies silent, cannot make a sound. Oh, but Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringay. Oh, I can hear your heart found a darkness here, belief has withered well away, and time has sacrificed what no one dares to say. it's not quite right, where ravens cast a guilty eye, and hidden reason still continues to deny. Oh, but Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. I think the Global Choir could have a wee go at singing that chorus, because it's not that difficult. Let's have a wee, let's see if we can get a wee bit of a Mary Queen of Scots vibe happening in the old schoolhouse with the Global Choir going. Oh, and Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. It's beautiful. I think we'll do it again with a wee harmony or two, because I'm getting a good kind of vibe here. Here we go. Mary, Mary, I can feel your pain, I can hear your heart breaking on the silent fields of Fotheringay. Oh, I can hear your heart breaking. That's it. I'm going to do that again now that I think I might have it. Not quite. Well done. That's my wee song, Mary Queen of Scots. And I should have went over that little. That's what I was meaning to play there. Anyway, I've got it now. It's a bit late. I'm going to continue with my banjo, actually. And this is a wee song. It's got an easy chorus for the Global Choir. And I just want to grab it. And this wee song came from, I was stopped in traffic lights in Glasgow, and there was a wee lady kind of crossing the road in front of me, and she had all these wee bags, and it looked like she had absolutely everything she owned in these wee bags that she was carrying, and it was kind of sad, and I wrote this wee song, and so what you sing is you sing, "Run, old river, run, run. Run, old river, run, back from where you've come, run, old river, run." And then the next bit is, "Soon the time will come, soon the time will come, to finish what's begun, run, old river, run." So it's run, old river, run, old river, run, back from where you come. And then you sing, "Soon the time will come, soon the time will come, to finish what's begun, run, old river, run." I'm going to have a wee mouthful of my medicine here. Just and keep the vocal cords going. So maybe we could do the chorus once before we start the song, just so that you can get the hang of it, so we can get a Global Choir thing happening. Okay, this is what you sing. Run, old river, run. Run, old river, run. Back from where you've come. Run, old river, run. And soon the time will come. Soon the time will come to finish what's begun. Run, old river, run. That's the chorus. Have you got that, Global Choir? We'll head on into the song anyway, and I'm sure we'll get it. I can tell you're carrying a heavy load. Your back is broken on this weary road. It could be wrong, it could be right. A moth around a candlelight. We go, oh, run, old river, run. Run, old river, run. Back from where you've come. Run, old river, run. And soon the time will come. Soon the time will come to finish what's begun. Run, old river, run. I can tell that you have nowhere left to go. The bridge has burned, the cup reached overflow. It could be far, it could be near, so many miles away from here. We go, run, old river, run. Run, old river, run. Back from where you've come. Run, old river, run. And soon the time will come. Soon the time will come to finish what's begun. Run, old river, run. I can tell you know the end is coming soon. You follow rings around the fading moon. It could be fast, it could be slow, but peace will fill you when you go. Oh, run, old river, run. Run, old river, run. Back from where you've come. Run, old river, run. And soon the time will come. Soon the time will come to finish what's begun. Run, old river, run. This is where you sing it on your own. Global Choir, it's time to have a little mouthful of whatever libation you have beside you. A wee dram or a wee glass of vodka or gin or coffee or a wee glass of water or whatever. So you ready? Here we go. Oh, run. That's fantastic. I'm definitely getting a Run Old River Run vibe happening in the old schoolhouse. I think we'll do it again, actually. Don't you think so, Mr. Tieface? That was so good. I think we should do it again. You can manage a wee harmony or two, maybe? We'll try it. Go on. Oh, run, old river, run. Run, old river, run. Right from where you've come. Soon the time will come. Soon the time will come to finish what's begun. Run, old river, run. Beautiful. I think we'll do it one more time. Oh, run, old river, run. Run, old river, run. Back from where you've come. Well done. Well done, Global Choir. And that's my wee song, Run Old River Run. And that was a request from Shelley Coburn in Perth. Now, that's just a few miles down the road, Perth. And in fact, it's where my grandsons go to school. And I'm going to finish with this wee song, which was also a request. And I haven't done it for a wee while. It's an older song of mine, and let's hope I can get my fingers around it. And one of the good things about these live broadcasts that I do here, it's great. I can do some of these older songs that I haven't done for a while, and it keeps them kind of fresh in my, well, nearly fresh in my fingers and my head. And this was requested by Andrew Hitchens in Wellington in New Zealand. I wonder if Andrew's watching. Hi, Andrew. Wellington, what a lovely part of the world down there, New Zealand. I did a couple of tours of New Zealand some years ago, and it was an absolutely brilliant part of the world. I did find it quite interesting, though, that what's the place called? Rotorua is one of the biggest sort of tourist attractions, and it's actually it's a kind of the hot bubbling. It's a volcano, I think, and there's all these bubbling pools of springs and things and that, and of course it's sulphur. It smells of sulphur. Even when I was staying in the wee hotel that we stayed in, Jamie and I went down there. Jamie was with me, and you couldn't sleep at night for the smell of the sulphur. It was kind of funny enough. I always thought that was kind of strange as a tourist attraction, but it's a fascinating place actually. Though I loved it, you know. Anyway, this is. Restless fool, can't you wait a minute longer? Oh, restless fool, can't you wait until you're stronger? For there's things that you don't know about harvesting. Things that you don't know without a little time, they may never be revealed. Oh, restless fool, don't leave them all behind you. Oh, restless, you'll disappear, they'll never find you. For there's things that you don't know of how the lady likes to dance. And there's things that you don't know, and without a little help you may never find the chance. There's things that you don't know about this wild, elusive dream. There's things that you don't know, and it's certain sure nothing is the way it seems. Oh, restless fool, oh, restless fool. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Restless Fool, about a friend of mine some years ago. And that brings us to the end of our wee half an hour tonight, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the wonderful Tatty Faces. Mr. Tatty Face kind of excelled himself tonight, I think. Don't you think so? I think his fingers are just, he's on it tonight, Mr. Tatty Face. Anyway, there's nothing left for me to do now but just say good night. Thanks. There's just me and Jenny in the school here tonight. And, I've got my wee bit of paper here. Now, next week is a ticketed concert. That's a 1 hour, we called it a 1 hour Magical May ticketed stream. And I'm heading out this week to do a couple of little video documentaries to kind of play at next week's show. And it actually happens to be my mum's birthday next weekend. She doesn't know this, but we might invite her up to be part of the audience of the ticketed stream as part of her while she's having her birthday. She's 91 next week, so well done. And she's watching tonight. Mum, hi, Mum. How's it going? You're nearly 91. That's brilliant. She was saying that her sister, my auntie Amy, was 93, and she's wanting to beat my auntie Amy. But she's a crazy lady. Anyway, so that's the it's next weekend, and so please send in your requests, because that's an opportunity for you to get me to sing something that that I might not have sung. And I have perfected my outside broadcast. Those of you who've been watching the shows will know that I've been working on an outside broadcast system, and I'm hoping that the show after the ticketed one, I'll maybe take the whole lot down to maybe Callum and I'll go down to one of the lochs around here and try and see if we can actually do a wee outside broadcast, because it's getting lighter now. We wouldn't be able to do it tonight because it's still dark, but in a couple of weeks' time the sun should be there should be a bit of light at this time of night. So anyway, enough rabbiting on. Hope you're all looking after each other, staying cheery. These are kind of really weird, troubled times that we're living through, and but if we can have nights like tonight and kind of have a wee sing song, then we're kind of hanging in there. So hope you're all staying cheery. Hope you're all smiling like a tatty face. And thanks to Jenny for pressing the buttons. And I'll see some of you next weekend. We go and put the word around, buy a ticket, because the tickets help to keep the wheels of the. If you buy a ticket, it helps to keep the wheels of the Butterstone broadcasting machine oiled, so that we can continue to do this. So it's great. So night. You take care. Aichava, and I'll see you next week.